I found a spot in Omaha where two very famous people were born, and they're literally 2 blocks apart. Let's go. Okay, here we are at the corner of Woolworth Avenue and 32nd Street. So the first famous person I was talking about was through these gates, which was the 38th President of the United States, Gerald R. Ford, who, by the way, was never elected to be president. First person to ever do that. Only person to ever have that happen. Be a president and not be elected. And the second person I'm talking about, which was born, lived, childhood home, 2 blocks down the street, was this guy. One of the greatest actors in history, Marlon Brando, was actually born in Omaha, and he lived his childhood till he was about 6 years old, I think. 2 blocks down the street. I'm gonna go visit that home. I'm not gonna bother the people. Someone just bought that house. That's why I knew he was born in Omaha. The only way I knew he was born in Omaha is because they had a thing in the online somewhere that Marlon Brando's childhood home was up for sale. That's how I found out. I had no idea. So we're gonna go walk down there and see this. This is the Gerald R. Ford Birthsite. I'll give you a quick tour of this, and then we'll run down the street. Not running. Walk down the street and go take a look at Marlon Brando's childhood home. Let's go. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Like it too. Thanks. President Gerald R. Ford, Birthsite and Garden. Okay, so the deal is that there's obviously not a house here anymore because they tore it down. I'm not sure why, but this is when you walk in. There's gardens everywhere. Little story house. Our preserved documents, mementos, artifacts depicting the way of life in our city, our nation, sealed in our bicentennial year, 1776. The seal will not be. The seal is to be broken the year 2076 for the celebration of our national tricentennial. The materials contained herein shall be reviewed and placed on temporary display. Our citizens of Omaha at that time are invited to add appropriate mementos to the collection and reseal the vault for another 100 years. Didn't know that was a thing, so that's kind of neat. I won't be around for that. I was 5 years old when they put that in there. So this is Birthsite Gerald R. Ford. So much stuff. Oh, these are all the presidents. There's Mr. Ford, and these are starting over here. Yeah, these are like George Washington. There's a whole list of all the presidents. This right here, this building, you can't really go in. They preserve stuff. Old documents, old painting, old furniture, things like that. They restore it, return it to museums and people, private collectors. I'm not sure who owns that stuff, but that's what that's for. Okay, well, this kind of shows what the house did look like. It's a very big house. As a kid, little Gerald Ford. Oh, Gerald R. Ford Jr. named Leslie Lynch King Jr. I did not know that wasn't his real name. Okay, so apparently he was a Boy Scout, an athlete. Shows a bunch of stuff. Golf bag. Skiing with a pretty freaking nifty hat there, Gerald. Pretty nifty hat. Even for 70s, I'd be like, what the hell are you wearing? Betty Ford. There's their little marriage photo. Chilling like a villain. I don't know what they're doing. Newsweek. Betty Ford. Oh, Betty Ford Clinic. It's like, this is pretty neat. Entrance to the garden over here. So these are all governors of Nebraska. Territorial governors, to be exact. And here's the garden. Oh, there's more more governors. Those are governors over there as well. Had a lot of governors apparently. I do not know a lot about flowers, but I know Dawn has some of these on the back patio. Looks like we need a few repairs going on here. We're getting a little iffy on the bricks and stuff. And here's the garden. Oh wow, Okay, I see a bunch of flowers, and there's white flowers and all kinds of stuff. But they have some benches over here. But look at these, look at this wall. The design on this wall is crazy. Look at that. That's pretty neat. That's like really. Is there anything behind there? Oh, there's another brick wall behind there. Well, they have some pretty neat designs in here, though. I'll give them that. Oh, there's actual apartments behind here. Look at this fence. That's kind of neat. I actually like that design. That ain't keeping the little dogs in, but that's pretty neat, though. That is pretty slick. First Lady Betty Ford. Betty Ford personally dedicated the Rose Garden to the people of Omaha, July 12th, 1980. Can you even see that? Oh, it actually says the Ford Rose Garden, dedicated by First Lady Betty Ford. That looks like we have the President, Mr. Ford, over here. Yep. 38th President of the United States, Birthsite, July 12th, 1980. Gerald Ford. City of Omaha, Nebraska. Mayors of Omaha. So we are on 51 mayors. Is this like a political hall of fame over here instead of a garden? Because we have mayors, governors, presidents. So it's a political garden. I don't know. This is pretty interesting. But let's take a gander down the street, a couple blocks, and let's go take a look at Marlon Brando's childhood home. Okay, this is outside. This is where they have the Conservation Center. That's what they call it. This is 32nd Avenue. Now, those houses over there on the other side were nice big old school stately homes, Victorian homes, things like that. Homes on this side, not so much. See, they're all in disrepair. Probably not a neighborhood you want to come to at night. I'm not going to pretend I am a know-it-all Marlon Brando fan. I like him because of his acting abilities, some of the movies he did. Godfather, probably, if not my favorite, top 3. And he did a brilliant job in that movie. I know he was born April 3rd, 1924. So next April he'll be 100, would have been 100. Don't even remember when he died, to be honest with you. And yeah, I mean, I'm a fan, just like everybody else. I know he lived next door to Jack Nicholson, one of the other great actors of our time, but we are here. This was the childhood home of Marlon Brando. I said someone just bought this house, $265,000, I think it was, something like that. There is an alley around the back and stuff, but I see no need to go back there. But yeah, that's where he lived for the first 6 years of his life. It's a fairly big house. It's 5 bedrooms. I don't remember if it was 2 bathrooms. I can't remember. But yeah, that's where he lived right there. If you want to know where it is, there's apartment complex there. If you want to know where it is, go online, type in Marlon Brando's childhood home, Omaha. That house will come up. You can see the pictures inside. I mean, I'll probably put a couple up here from the listing or whatever. Yeah, that's where he grew up. Can you imagine that? 2 blocks away from where Gerald R. Ford was born. He wasn't born there, he lived there, but that's just in the size of the world. There's a 2-block section in little old rinky-dink Omaha, Nebraska that 2 very influential and famous people were born, lived, or whatever. Okay, that's where I'm going to end this video. Please, if you got an entertainment value out of this, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends about the videos. Share it if you liked it that much. I would appreciate it. And this vlog is done. Kind of looks like we might have a slight wiring issue on this house. Huh.